Amsterdam, just to name a few places. And she loves to read, write, live theater, singing, and spending time socializing with friends and her family, particularly her son Jeffrey, wife Rashida, and her 3 grandchildren. With that, it's my honor to introduce my great friend, Miss Ophelia Caldwell.
Thank you, James. Thank you all. I'm so honored and so humbled to be here today. It has been a journey. It's been a successful journey. It's been a turbulent journey. Many of you I grew up with. When I think about my Rez family, I can look to the left and see Joanne and Donna Rizzo. When I look to my right, I can see CSR's Agnes and my payroll person, Joyce. When I look to the back, I can see Terry, the station training coordinator, and Keith, who worked with me in Harrisburg on the ramp, and de-icing. And I look to the back and see Chaz. I see Beulah. I see so many people I've worked with. And I'm just so humbled to stand here today before you. And, you know, when you think about it, red, yellow, black, or white, we're all precious in God's sight, you know? He doesn't care what color we are. He doesn't care what creed we are. He accepts us just as we are. And I don't have a whole lot to say because I'm not really a speaker. But when James, I saw James in Chicago a couple weeks ago, and he was like, "Can you speak for us for Black History Month?" And I'm like, "Oh my God!" I mean, I've done many things, but to be a speaker, I'm not. I don't profess to be a speaker. But what I will say is that there's a couple things that I want to talk about. When I was born, 4 years after my birth, I had an eye injury, and I lost my left eye. And I wanted to be an Air Force pilot. So that was my goal. That was my passion. That is something I aspired and desired to be. But I had to take those lemons and turn them into lemonade because I failed the test, the vision test to be a pilot. So I couldn't do that. I went off and I went to Howard University, left Howard, worked at Hershey Chocolate Company for 10 years, and thought, you know what, this is really a dead end for me. I don't really want to do this. You know, you have to have a passion and a purpose.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the final voting
I was
process
going to
for
go
United's
and apply for the
1566
airline.
to Orlando, AC-23. All customers on the Orlando flight should be boarding at AC-23.
And I went and applied, and I'll never forget the lady's name was Dan Murphy. I brought her these big Hershey kisses, and I was real excited about my interview, and I was successful. And, you know, I identified very, very early in my career a person I wanted to to be my mentor. And it was Carolyn MacArthur. This woman had such a personality. She didn't care who you were, or what you had, or what color you was. It was all about her personality and just being that wonderful person. I then decided, okay, reservations just isn't for me. It does sound like I can't keep a job, but really I love what I do. So I left reservations, and I decided to come back to Philadelphia. And I mean, I was about people like Anthony Robinson, who encouraged me to be a supervisor. And then after he worked for Ramp, and that was the union, he decided to go back to be a CSR, and I vested on to be a supervisor. So many people have touched my life. What I can truly say is that when you learn
Attention at the terminal, this is gate change announcement for United Flight 3784 service to Syracuse. Your new gate is now D4. Flight number United Express 3784. Your new gate is now D4.
A really awesome ride. Every day I think it's not one day in this industry that I can truly say is a life. Every day you wake up and you go to work and it's something different. And I enjoy every minute of it. So when you have a purpose, a passion, perseverance, a plan, and a prayer, you can achieve anything. And that's real. That's coming from me, as my son would say, 100. That's it. So the bottom line is, develop a career for yourself, identify your mentor, connect to that person. Since then, I've had wonderful mentors, most of which are female. We have a vice president in this company, and I will tell you, He has been instrumental in my growth. I mean, you know, feedback is a gift because we're not perfect. So the good, the bad, the ugly, just like Denise was saying, you know, I had a mouth on me at one time, and I had to learn to humble myself. I had to learn to, you know, bring it down a notch and, you know, be a little bit politically savvy, cut through the bureaucracy and the red tape, and to just be humble. And this lady, she gives me the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'm telling you, I appreciate her feedback because all it does is make me grow and elevate me. So without that, I don't really have a whole lot to say. I didn't really plan a speech. I'm going to be honest with you. Baltimore is a busy station. We're in the icing season. I thank you, Dulles and Omar and Rodney Cox for sending me Bud and James over to help us. We're in a situation with the icing a couple weeks ago when I was out of town. So we had to strategically plan something that was pretty significant. So I'm just humble. And I'm very thankful, and I appreciate everyone that's touched my life. So many CSRs in the room, ramp personnel, managerial people. I just appreciate you all. And if you have something you really want to do, connect to the people that you think make it happen. And you put your plan in place, apply your passion, develop your purpose, learn to persevere, and always keep connected with your prayer life. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.